KOMA is manufactured down in Huntsville, Alabama, in a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility. We are the world's largest extruder of PVC and rapidly becoming the brand of choice for America's home builders. Hey, at KOMA in Boston Cedar, we also offer KOMA Celuka trim boards wrapped in a heavy-duty poly wrap to help you keep the product clean all the way to the job site. Boston Cedar welcomes you to call and order your own KOMA Challenge Kit. Inside the Challenge Kit, you will find instructions on exactly how to perform the challenge. And these are good to show potentially a contractor or a homeowner exactly why they would want to use KOMA Celuka trim over freefoam trim. One of the challenges is the dent test. Another is the ball bearing test, which shows how it travels well in your pickup truck. And the third would be the sandpaper test, showing how well it sands versus the inability of freefoam to sand. You'll get a piece of freefoam trim board. You'll also get a piece of KOMA Celuka trim board. And finally, you'll get a baggie which has a piece of sandpaper and a ball bearing, which will assist in performing the test. So call today, order your own personal KOMA Challenge Kit from Boston Cedar. Hi, we're here today to talk about the differences between traditional PVC freefoam trim boards and KOMA Celuka trim boards. One of the big differences between freefoam and KOMA Celuka is its surface hardness. We all know that around the job site, we don't treat these products like, with kit gloves. They get dragged around, they get beat up. When you're using freefoam, it's got a very soft surface, so you can see that it dents up very easily without much effort. KOMA Celuka has a very, very hard surface, which allows you to really beat on it. And that's the type of material you need on a job site today. Another area that all these products can get messed up is simply just transporting it to the job site. This little bearing is going to represent a rock that might be in your pickup truck. You can see that there's a worm mark caused by the bearing on the freefoam board. On the Celuka board, nothing. There's no problem whatsoever. The surface tension, the surface hardness saves the day again. Another feature of KOMA Celuka PVC trim boards is its routability. Both freefoam and Celuka both route extremely well. As you can see, the freefoam here on the left and the Celuka on the right both virtually look identical. I'm going to talk about bending KOMA Celuka PVC trim. One of the advantages of bending with KOMA Celuka is it bends at a much lower temperature than freefoam. We can bend between 205 and 225 is where our blanket fluctuates between. I'm using a different blanket today, which is in the 230 degree range according to the LED readout. Freefoam bends at about 300 degrees, but it's got to be worked up to that 300 degrees. It's a very delicate situation bending freefoam. Bending Celukas are much easier. So let's prove that right now. I'm going to sandwich this piece of Celuka material in between the freefoam. We're going to leave it in here for 7 or 8 minutes. I'll check it periodically and check the flexibility of it. And at the end, I will just simply tie it into a spaghetti knot for you. Okay, right now we're in the process of heating up the board. See, it's becoming more flexible. The temperature reading right now is reading 223 degrees. We're right on track. Okay, now we've been heating this PVC board up, the Celuka board up, for approximately 5 or 6, 7 minutes. You can see now that there's extreme flexibility to the board. You can do all sorts of different things with it. Can't do that to a piece of wood. Another benefit of KOMA Celuka PVC trim boards is its paint adhesion qualities. Because we actually sand the board in the manufacturing process, giving it an authentic wood grain look, the paint adhesion is superior than any freefoam board on the market. And this is a perfect example. This has just been painted with no primer, directly from the can to the surface. And you can see that the paint is virtually staying in place. This is freefoam, which again was painted directly onto the surface. I would recommend in the field to use a primer prior to doing this. And this is something every manufacturer recommends, painting the product. You can see that the paint comes off extremely easy off the freefoam. So paint adhesion is far superior on KOMA Celuka, making the job go quicker and cost less.